Talk a little bit about the difference in the first half and then the second half. What happened in the second half?
Biggest thing that happened in the second half was probably turning the ball over. I think we entered halftime. How many turnovers we have? 3? 6? Six at halftime. And then, but they weren't all live balls. Some of them were just like illegal stuff and stuff like that. And then we come into the second half and we have 3 or 4 live ball turnovers in a row, and that breaks the game right open. So that was a big thing. I thought on defense, we played well in the half-court setting, but then again, transition killed us tonight.
You and Duran in the first half, you guys combined for 16 of the 28 points. I mean, do you guys kind of feel a rhythm when you guys are on the floor together?
I really feel that with all of my teammates, but Duran especially, because Duran's always looking to pass the ball in the post. He draws a lot of attention because he has great post moves, so I'm just always trying to make sure that I'm always available just in case he can't get a shot up. So.
What was wrong with the transition today?
Our transition?
Yeah.
I just think that we just mental mistakes, really. Just overthrowing passes, or just wrong reads. Like instead of throwing a lob, throw it into a wide open corner 3. So just stuff like that. We're going to get better at it. We're going to work at it in practice. So we just got to keep working.
I mean, you guys had a down performance at Rutgers, and you were able to bounce back after that. I mean, how much does the last few times where things like this have happened inform kind of your understanding of how this team will respond?
The response, we just have to have great energy, playing a team that we've already played before, so we should have great confidence playing them. Going into their arena, I know it's going to be really loud, so and they're a great team. We can't underestimate how they've been playing because they're a top 5 team earlier this year. So we just got to bring our energy and we got to go to war, really.
I mean, how easy do you think it will be to move on from a game like this?
I really just think that we have a 1-game schedule, so now that this game's over, we're just going to have to move on to our next game. We can't get this one back. I wish we could have played harder, but at the same time, we got to move on to the next game.
You guys had an awful tough loss against Maryland, let it kind of slip away. Do you feel there was any carryover until tonight that game had any effect on tonight's game?
I really don't think so. I thought we brought great energy in the first half. If it was a carryover from Maryland, I would have think that we would have came out sluggish, but I really think we came out swinging at them. It was a hard-fought battle, and then in the second half, we just let transition kill us.
How do you?
Early foul trouble there at the 4 spot next to you. How difficult is it when you have that turnover like that at that position next to you?
Wait, what do you mean?
Here, let me get Trayce out of here and get Justin in because we're leaving.
All right. Thank you.
So the first half, I mean, I think you guys had 6 turnovers to 12 in the second. I mean, why do you think there was that drop off in the second half?
We just didn't take care of the ball. We let the pressure get the best of us, and we just we just didn't take care of the ball. That's about it.
You guys have been able to get out and transition a lot. That's when kind of your offense is at your best. But tonight it seemed to kind of stall. I mean, was Penn State just getting back, good on the defensive end, or what do you kind of look at for the cause of not being able to get out and transition?
I don't know. I think maybe it could have been the pressure, could have been the defense, could have been they were getting back. I got to look at the film. I really don't know.
I mean, obviously this is frustrating. I know Rutgers was frustrating as well, but you guys were able to bounce back, and that's after that game. So, I mean, what have you seen from this team in the past that lets you kind of inform how you feel this team is going to respond?
Oh, we're gonna be fine. There's no doubt in my mind that we're gonna bounce back. I mean, they caught us on an off day. I think defensively we played well in the first half, but we just couldn't take care of the ball. And we'll probably have a different outcome on Saturday.
All right.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.